If you want, yeah, my bad news. You and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah. If you want, yeah, my bad news. You and I, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, mama. Come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Ready the person. If you don't want to see me, you must close your eyes. Boss, oh mama. Come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing. Come for babe, baba thing, yeah. Baba thing, yeah.
Very cute, Jackie Franco, Grace Kuna, two super brother. DJ Eddie, D12. They can make it up, they can try it, yeah.
Hello.
D12 on the beat.
All I do was win. All I do was win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. All I do was win. All I do was win. I say I jump over it. Now how you deep with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. Now how you deep with me, I jump over it. They will see it. I say they will, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go away with you, and when I feed it with hurt. Oh yeah. When I need it with you. Yes, sir. All I do was win. All I do was win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you was born to win, yeah. All I do was win. All I do was win. I say I jump over it. Now how you did with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. Now how you did with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. They can do what they do, and they can talk all they talk. They can do what they do. Hey, turn the fire the person, Holy Ghost fire the person. Turn the fire the person. All I do is win. All I do is win.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen in Radio Land. Once again, this is Lrtn, Liberian Radio and Television Network. Platform for Education is the name of this show. This morning, we will be talking to you about the thyroid. If you can look right behind me, you see the person, that picture, what behind me there, look under the neck of that person. That little tissue look like a butterfly. That's what we call thyroid. That's your thyroid. The fluid that gland produce is very, very much important in the body. It affects every tissue we have in our body. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. There are many disorder of this gland. We call that thyroid gland. There are many disorder of it. All right. It is found mostly in all over the world. But the disorder that commonly known of this disease, of this gland, we call that grave disease. Grave disease. Grave disease is an autoimmune disorder of this gland that can attack your immune system. It attack your own body. It's an autoimmune disease that can attack your own body. All right, and it is one of the diseases that that cause the thyroid, to overact, to overproduce hormones. When the thyroid is overproducing hormone, we call that hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism. You will see that. And those things, hyperthyroidism is not a good thing to have. And we will tell you more about this, and we will give you signs and symptoms of people who you may look at and you may see are developing hyperthyroidism. It's a common thing. Many people do have that all around. They do have that. All right. So that is the number one cause of hyperthyroidism. When we see your thyroid is over producing hormones, it's not a good thing to have, because your thyroid regulates, when we say metabolism, what make the food that you eat change to energy, what make you to have strength when you finish eating, what make your body to grow, what make to reduce weight, what make for you to get to be fat or overweight. So the thyroid is responsible for all those. Okay, so when this body mechanism we call metabolism, if it slow down, that means when you eat, you are not having any more enzymes secreted in your stomach. We call pepsin. Pepsin is an enzyme secreted by the body to break down meat in the food that you eat. You see, everything that you eat, it has a particular part, and it has particular substance that's supposed to do something to it. You see, it's not only one thing will do everything. You see, our body is so regulated, it's made in a way that they are in sequence. They don't just do anything the way like the way we behaving on this side. Our body behave very in a regular way. So when you eat meat, certain substance is secreted to break down meat. When you eat rice, that's a starch, certain substance is secreted. We call that amylase. That enzyme is amylase. It starts breaking down the starch. It starts breaking down small so that your body can take it, can go into it can be absorbed into the blood, and that will make you to grow, heavy. You see, starch. It make you just grow. Then the meat, pepsin will break it down. That is an enzyme they call pepsin. It will break it down. Then that meat will make your tissue, much more nourished, and it grows nice, and you have all the big fat arm. Then when you see why you think your skin is smooth, the oil we eat. If you eat oil, it has to be broken down by certain enzyme. That's lipase. Lipase. If lipase does not break down the oil, why you think your skin will be looking like? Rough, right? So that's how our body is put together. When you eat meat, pepsin is secreted. The body say, well, we got meat here. It secretes the pepsin, in the stomach, bam, it go in there, it break it down in the small intestine. Now, from the mouth to the stomach, that lipase, that's amylase. That because when you eat the rice, any rice that you eat, any starches food that you eat, starting from the mouth, you got amylase. That enzyme will start breaking it down from the mouth all the way to the stomach. Now, when it leave the stomach again to the small intestine, where it's supposed to be digesting, that's the time for what we call the pepsin will start bringing it down to the smaller that you cannot see. All right. Now, oil is there, lipase will be there to break it down, to break down the oil. You see. But when any of these things, when those things are slow and they cannot do anything, they cannot be secreted anymore. That means metabolism, the changing of food into energy, has slowed down. When that happens, what you think going to happen? The next thing to do, the brain is going to the pituitary gland. There's a little gland at the back of your head, but it's below the brain. They call it pituitary gland. It secretes certain thing we call thyroid stimulating hormones. Okay, the thyroid stimulating hormones will be secreted, and it will come, and that will be a messenger. Will come back to the thyroid and say, thyroid, you're sitting down here. The food cannot be changed now to energy no more. So you gotta go and let those people do something. Then this thyroid now will start secreting glands. Will start secreting hormones we call T3, T4. You see, T3, T4. So when you have hyperthyroidism, when you have hypothyroidism, these are the things that is either over secreting or is less secreting. So those are the things that we are discussing. But when it is when it is over secreting, we call that hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism. That means the thyroid is secreting more hormones. Okay, it's secreting more hormones. That's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. They call that gray disease. Okay, so it affects nearly every tissue. You know, if your metabolism is slowed down, you can't have any more pepsin to break down protein, which is meat or things like that. You can't have amylase to break down carbohydrate, which is starch or rice we eat, bread. Okay, you can't have any more lipase. Okay, we got that oil. You say palm oil, or alcohol oil, and all that. It cannot be broken down. And what you think our body will look like. So that's why that little butterfly-like organ under your neck there is there for. So it's there to regulate what our body and what goes on in the body. So if it is bad, if it is not working, you got trouble. Now you will see that will become big at certain time. They call that goiter. You ever heard about goiter sometime? Goiter. If you eat the food that what we can say, like eat seafood. Seafood contain iodine. You see that one of the element we have nutrient that we get from the food that we eat, from especially fish, iodine. You see, seafood got a lot of iodine. Other things got iodine, but seafood comes first when we talk about iodine. But you eating food that no iodine, you got trouble, because you can develop goiter. That can swell up, but that we'll discuss goiter at another time. But we're talking about now a grave disease right here. So a grave disease, if you have grave disease, you have you can have a painful eye. You see, your eyeball can be it can be protruding. Your eyeball just puff up. You see your eyeball bulging all like that. You see that's some of the signs of grave disease. It bulging out, and it is painful. Then it's irritating. The eyeball is bulging or irritating. At the same time, the eyelid, the up and the bottom one, it will all swell up. Anytime you see anybody eyelid swell up, look at them. Just keep looking at that. You see, it will swell up. You see, and the eyeball will be protruding outside. It will just come. It will just be shooting outside like that. You see, those are all signs that something is going on with this person, and it has to do with a thyroid.
Yeah, I'll put a picture up.
You see,
I'll put a picture up in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So they can see.
We will
what
be
you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll be looking at some of those pictures. When you see those pictures, when you see eyeball protruding or just like that. Sometimes if it happens like that, you think the person will see clear. No, there's a pressure in the eye. You see, your eyesight is not your eyes is not taking in. Your pupil, the small thing in there, is not even contracting, it's not even dilating. So you can't even see everything. Everything will be blurred. Everything will just be like dew. You got dew, is the dew out there. You can't see clear through. That's what called blurred vision. Okay, and if you continue, it can lead you to blindness. You can be blind completely from this, from hyperthyroidism, because that means you have it. You are not going to check on this thing here. Okay, you are not going to do anything about it, and you're just sitting down. You know, and these symptoms are just coming on and just going on. You see, especially when your eyeball is protruding outside like that. Sometimes you go to the hospital, they will say grave ophthalmology. Grave ophthalmology. When you hear grave ophthalmology, you got some problem with this thyroid. This thyroid is overworking. It's not right. It's overworking. So, in that way, what we try to do is you go to the hospital, they can treat you. The treatment is to restrain the gland that the hormone that this thyroid put together. This hormone that the thyroid put together. So we will keep discussing this thyroid gland so that you know everything about what we're discussing concerning hyperthyroidism. Okay.
So let's take a break.
We will take a break. When we come back, you will see some pictures about grave disease, and you will know what we're talking about. So let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Take a look at my baby, yeah. God damn it, take a look at my baby, yeah. We see riding, we be looking so wavy, yeah. Take a look at my baby, yeah.
It's why I love my baby girl, because she hold me down for real. Scoop me up in that black Nissan when I didn't have them wheels. So now I got my baby riding with me. Plus she be looking extra pretty. Put 100 carats on and gave her chills. For real. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Look at my juice.
Pretty little mama, what you saying? I don't wanna go another day, yeah. If I don't get to see your pretty face, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Cause you know I like it when you say that. You know I like it when you play that. Ain't no competition when you come around. Oh no, yeah. Cause you got a vibe, you already know. Shawty fine from my head to toe. It's been a while since I had you close. So tell me why would I let you go? There ain't a thing that I wanna need, just your love and company. Baby, I'll do anything you please, just as long as you stay with me. So baby, won't you stay tonight? Yeah. Here we can do the things you like. Yeah. Won't you stay tonight? And I'ma make you feel right. Oh baby, won't you stay tonight? You say that, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Shawty
way you will mash up the place when you turn up the bass, when you make me feel good and the beacon never stress. But light up that thing, make a bad man relax. That's the reason why me love you long time, baby girl. Baby girl, I like the way you break that, and you know I like the way you shake that. Ain't no competition when you come around. Oh no, you got a vibe, you already know. Don't be shy, baby, let it show. And that's the reason why I need you with me. So baby, tell me that you ain't gon' leave. So baby, won't you stay tonight? Yeah. Here we can do the things you like. Yeah. Won't you stay tonight? And I'ma make you feel right. Oh baby, won't you stay tonight? You say yeah. Oh no. I like the way you say yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, Shawty the realest one, already told her that. So if you give me your time, you know I cherish that. We got this kind of bond, ain't talking kind of fit. That made in China shit, I'm talking about designer fit. Girl, you know I like the way you break that. Make me ask your mama how you get that. Say she coming over, that's a touchdown. Cause when she touched down, yeah, it's a bruck down, yeah.
So baby, won't you stay tonight? Yeah. Here we can do the things you like. Yeah. Won't you stay tonight? And I'ma make you feel right. Oh baby, won't you stay tonight? You say yeah. Oh no. I like the way you say yeah. Oh no.
It's Growler Boy, yeah. I too happy you came my way. Soon on day break like your face, I wanna see. I just wanna be loving you. That's just how I wanna be. I will ride for you like Gange. No one wants you, you not pamble. I love you, don't touch it. Oh, got me singing like morning, oh, morning, baby. I just wanna sing morning, oh, morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, oh, morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Morning, oh, morning, baby. When you smile, the whole world freeze. Oh, da, da, da. When you pose, no need to say cheese. Oh, no, no. Your beauty, that news, let them carry the cheese. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. No competition, you take it with ease. Put that, you know, put that on my heart, oh. For nobody, wherever your spot, oh. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Ellie with my one, I won't pour you in glass. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Fly salmon, I'll touch you when you pass. You fall like a man and go out die. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You too metro, you not like fries. You my everyday new thing.
Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on Lrtn. That's the Liberian Radio and Television Network. So we our discussion this morning on thyroid disease. Like we told you, say when we come back, we will let you look at some picture. We will get the pictures back there so that you see what can happen when this thyroid is working, is overworking. You know what can happen. Uh, Hyperthyroidism, like we said, what can cause of that is that's what we want you to look at right now. So we're trying to get the pictures right there so that you look at what happened to the thyroid when it's overworking. Sometimes it causes you, it make you lose weight. Sometimes it make you to to put on more weight. You know, so those are things that happen because if you accumulate too much of carbohydrate, you know, you can grow, you can get fat, you know, and if you accumulate less of carbohydrate, you know, you can lose weight, you know, you can lose weight. So that is what we're saying. This disease is you know, a it goes on to you know, regulate your metabolism. It regulate your metabolism. You see, some of the first thing you will want to see, you see some people, you look at some people passing by you in the street, see how their eyeball is bulging. See how the eyelid is swelling right below the eye. Look at the eyelid that is swelling and bulging. You know, you can be thinking that is some of the first signs of what we call uh, hyperthyroidism. So we want you to look at those pictures. So look at those pictures so that you know what we're talking about. Okay, so that you know what we're talking about. Look at those pictures. You see, look at that main picture.
So if you have if your eye is like that,
You see,
you need to.
sometimes you may be in Liberia or anywhere you see other people with that eyeball look like that, you know, and don't mind it. You will see the eyeball look like that is painful, you know, it's painful, and when it's like that, that's what we call grave ophthalmology. You see, grave ophthalmology. When you come, what some of the blood tests we want to do is we want to do T3, T4. Some of the things that what we want to do. You will see, maybe your doctor will do it and tell you, say, oh, there's an abnormality. Your T3 is a normal, your T4 is a normal, and all that kind of thing. You know, and you may not be seeing clear. You can't be seeing clear. You will be seeing, it will be blurred vision. It's like a dew in your eyes and all that. You see, so this is not the good thing to actually have. Okay, that is what we call hyper, you know, called a hyperthyroidism. The thyroid is overworking. Sometimes some doctor, even you are developing that. All right, you are developing that. Some people just develop they become malnourished. They begin to lose weight and other things. So some doctor can miss it. They can misdiagnose that. You know, they can miss it. You see, sometimes they can say, oh, maybe the person got diabetes or the person just eating this and that. But you, sometimes we have to take time. Go to the hospital. They got to take time to really look at how long you been this, or when last you notice that you're eating too much, or how long you notice that you are not. You know, you can't see clear and other things like that. How long you notice that you having itching eye, or your eye just red, something like that. Those are the small signs that we'll get to know about. The sign we get to know that nothing. That's the sign that you got to know, or what are those things that are happening. So we want to make sure that you are looking at those signs. That's one of the early signs of hyperthyroidism. And we told you that there are many disorders of hyperthyroidism, and there are many disorders, but the most common one is this grave disease. We call hyperthyroidism. This is an autoimmune, okay, disease that cause the immune system, to attack your body. It causes your immune system to attack your body, and when that happens, you have problem. It means that you can have any infection because your immune system is the all over protection of your body. Because your immune system is attacked by your own body, you got problem. So when that thyroid is not working, you got a big problem. So when you go to the hospital, you try to go there, and the doctor sometimes what they do what we call complete uh, there are some tests we call uh, complete metabolic panel, something like that. We call it in the hospital. I mean, CMP, that's what we call it. Uh, they will do that blood work and all that, that we supposed to see. Sometimes your liver enzyme will be in there. Sometimes your kidney enzyme will be in there. Your thyroid enzyme will be in there. They want to find out all these things, because if any of those things go, it can become whack. Then that means we got to find, we got something. We got to be checking your liver. We got to be checking your kidney. We got to be checking your thyroid. We got to be checking all these little things. You see, homocysteine, that's something concerning your heart. When when we see it is over, you got problem again with the heart. So all these little things, it is important that when you go to the hospital to do a physical examination, the doctor can go and then do all these tests once. Because if you go for the first time, even to the hospital, to do a physical examination, the doctor had never seen you before. It is only better the doctor will ask you from concerning your parent, what are some of the diseases that your parent have, because some of the diseases are diseases that your parent can pass on to you.
Yeah.
You see, there are diseases that are called genetic disease. Your parent had to pass it on to you. That's why when you go, they kind of ask you, your parent, your mom or your father had any high blood pressure? Your mom or your father had any diabetes? Your mom and your father had any blood disease that called sickle cell anemia? Okay. Sometimes most of all that coming from Africa, especially North Africa, we call thalassemia major and minor. More people from North Africa, they come with that blood disease called thalassemia major or minor. So they always had to ask you all these little things. Your mom having any of these diseases. Sickle cell is a disease of black people. You don't find sickle cell in white people that much. You see? So those are things that they will ask you. And then the doctor will like to say, okay, we know that your mom do not have that, do not have this. Have you felt any way different? Do you pee too much? Do you eat too much? Do you drink too much? In other words, all these things they're asking you, you're trying to find out whether you're developing diabetes. Because diabetes, if you got diabetes, you start drinking too much, you start eating too much, you pee too much. Those are the signs, simple signs. Sometimes if they're in Liberia, if you go pee behind the house, go back. After you pee behind the house, you go back and see after 10 minutes. If the place you pee, you see a lot of ants there, you should know that you got diabetes. Because ants go under to where sweet is. So here you pee on the grass. After 10 minutes, you go back and see on that grass a whole lot of ants there. That means you got sugar in your urine. If that's the case, you must try. Go back to the hospital and tell the doctor, look, I pee after 5 minutes. When I went back, I saw a whole lot of ants there. You see, it's a simple test. A simple test that anybody that is not laboratory, but it's a simple test and simple sense. You just use your common sense to go and tell the doctor. So when you get to the hospital for physical examination, these are some of the things that the doctor will ask you. They will do all these tests one by one. They do all the blood tests, and then the finding of all the major, hormones in the body. None of them should be wacky, because even look at people we call football players. Before you send somebody to go play soccer, this is what you need. You send them to the doctor to do complete physical. so that all the chemical, all the hormone got to be in normal state before you send them on that football field. And you don't know the person had diabetes, you don't know the person how they working properly, you don't know the person kidney is, you don't know the person thyroid is this. Hey, you just tend to go do physical. Then if the person developing hyperthyroidism at the same time you send them to go do physical, 1 minute they will drop on the football field, then they are dead. Because you don't know what's happening to them. They will drop. They say the person was just running and he dropped on the field and that was it. You see? That's why people who take part, the athletes, before they get there, we try to call them to the hospital and do a complete physical examination, including all the blood tests. All the blood tests. You can't send somebody who got sickle cell anemia to go do the kind of thing. You can't send somebody who got heart trouble. The high electrical system is not working properly. It's stopping. The high work it stops for a few seconds, and you see pulse in there alone. You know, it's not the right thing to do. That's why we need to do physical examination of our body, and when we do, the doctor will always try to do these tests so that we know exactly we are complete. So it is right to only do it. Don't only say, I'm not sick, so I can't go to the hospital. No, 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 no. You want to live long? Good. Go and find out. Because when you find out early, we can take care of it early. But you wait till that man, you see the man eyeball protruding outside like that. You wait till your eyeball started protruding outside. You wait till you see your eyelid start swelling. You wait till your eyes start getting red. You wait till you start seeing blood vision. At that time, it becomes late. It will be real late. That's not the way to do it. It is good. Do your physical examination. You are not sick, but go there and find out what is in the process. What is in the pipeline coming to you? What is going on with you? You see, go there as a man, you check your prostate. Go there as a man or woman, you do your colonoscopy, so that we see that inside, from the mouth all the way to the right tongue, we see there nothing growing inside that whole line. Nothing growing in there. Once you do your colonoscopy and it clear, they will tell you come back in 10 years, you check it all again. But don't be afraid. You see, that can save you, because anything growing, any kind of abnormal growth of tissue that we call cancer in the colon, in the stomach, in the intestine, the large one, the small one, it's not good. It doesn't last long. It carries you faster, because you know where you live, your whole ground of living is your stomach. Something going wrong down there, there's nothing good. You don't have a long time to live. You see? So do the colonoscopy. Come and do your cardiac EKG. Let's see the electrical system of it. Come and let's do your kidney function test. Come, let's do your liver function test. Come, let's do your thyroid function test. All those things, we do it one by one. Now when you have done all those things, that is inclusive. Then the doctor now know who you are. He will say, that's my patient. Anytime you're going over there, he will look at those things and say, yeah, you know, you were here the first day you came, we did it, but now today, look at how this test has changed. From that, when you were here, you were just 50 years old. Now you're 75 years old. Look at this thing change. You see, thing in our body changes with age. You got old age syndrome. So you can't just sit down and think that your body will continue to be the same old way all the time.
Especially
no
with
way.
all the chicken wing and
you eating all the
you eating
neck. You see, you eating liver, you eating
liver
chicken
gravy.
heart, you chicken kidney heart, kidney.
And you know
all the
the tax return coming a few times, so they're eating like
you see,
they eating like it's going out of style.
You see, at some
I
time,
know somebody called me and they told me that listen, we gotta go to the meat place. Let's buy whole goat.
you know,
So slow down with the eating.
You're
Watch the Liberian radio and television network
see,
so you can get some advice
you
on
see,
what to eat.
You're eating too much, and when you eat, add it with little exercise. Try to do some exercise. Go to the gym at certain time, walk certain way, you know, jog around sometime, you know, drink a lot of water, you know, to flush out some of these stay
Bad
in the
elements
stomach.
that's in your body.
You know,
You go visit Mr. P. You say you want bread and egg. You don't feel you having bread and egg. Then he be eating the vegetable. I said, but what are you trying to do? He say,
So,
yeah, because you're
you
not
know,
bread, like, why you let her eat? You know, give me the bread and egg. Bread,
So,
egg, and bacon. I said, Mr. P, boy, I can eat something like this because I didn't know what you're eating. But
so
let me not cut you off, Mr. P. But the number is on at the bottom. I hope everybody can see the number. You can call in and ask your question if you have any question to ask. And we also have our email address. So if you don't have, some people don't like to call in. If you have any question you want to ask, you want to email, you can email us, and Mr. P will get to you. We're trying to see if we can get in touch with Dr. Cooper. He's supposed to be on already. I'm set and waiting for him to log on.
It's my co-host. He's supposed to call us.
He's supposed to call. So Dr. Cooper, if you're watching, we're still waiting. I'm looking
so
in.
that
You're not in the room. You're not in studio yet. If you can log in, so you can come in studio. We can put you on the screen so everybody can see you.
So
So
this is
yeah,
what
now we are here with Mr. P.
you see. This is what we are discussing this morning, especially those of all who are in Africa, Liberia, right now.
Yeah, I see some people
You know,
on here.
some of you, you know, learn to listen and just take a precaution, you know, because sometimes maybe the hospital there is not the way we got it here. So if the hospital there is not the way we got it here, you're in very deep trouble, because that's not a country for men or all to live in. Because when you once you turn 50, you have to be living in a country that has hospital equipped with every medicine, everything. When you turn 50, let me tell you right now, once you hit 50, don't say, oh, I turned 50, I'm all right. No, 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 don't do that. Because when you turn from 40 to 50, when you hit 40, you're going to 50, going to 60, around that time. Thing changes.
Yeah,
Thing completely changes. It changes. Your prostate will start. Growing. Right there. When you hit 40, that's where the prostate symptoms start. Right there. You got to know. And when you hit that 40, when you get to 50, you need to go do what we call PSA.
So when you're 40, you can do it. You can do
when
it.
you 40, when you hit 40, you can do it at that time. You can go and check to see whether your PSA is high or low.
Let me ask you, Mr. P, can your prostate be? Can you get prostate in a lower age, like from 35, 36? Is it possible or no?
No, no, no. You gotta be around the 40, 50, around that time.
Yeah, because
around that time.
Yeah, because I know. You know, this country. Oh Lord. Coming to America is something.
Yeah.
Because I know some people who they 50 or they 35.
Yes. You see?
You get what I'm saying? They 20 and they actually 30. You know, we on the reach they got another age. You get? I don't want to say, you know, because on TV but you can see the person looking. You know he's 50.
Yeah.
But he's 35.
You see?
So
Yeah.
what would be your advice? You know,
No,
they have to probably maybe go to Liberia or go somewhere else and check it, because I know people who they're in that age range and they're facing problems, but they can't do anything about it. You get what I'm saying?
No, but the thing is that when you
I know
have
the audience here too will probably
when you have when prostate problem coming, then you start coming down with what we call erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
Yes. One, you see that the person, when you actually from 20 all the way down to 15, between this time, then let's say 20, 25, let's put it to 30 at that time. Normally, there's nothing wrong with you. Everything is secreting, all hormones are working. When you get up in the morning, you have what we call morning wake up erection. You're not even thinking or anything. You will have normal erection. All boys, all young men.
Yeah.
You will have normal erection.
Yeah.
But you keep watching that. You keep watching what that normal erection from the morning when you get up early in the morning. Okay, now you know that you are in your 20. You know you are in your 21st, 22nd, 23rd. By the time you come to 30, then the normal morning wake up erection starts slowing down. You're not having it normal again no more. So when you're not having it normal like that, that means your testosterone is going down. testosterone is going down, and you got to be checking your hormones. You got to be checking your PSA.
Yeah. Seriously, those people need to talk to their doctor. They really need to talk to their doctor because it's a serious problem here. You know, some people have to get to America any kind of way. So, yeah, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Another thing, Mr. P, I know we on this topic, but one thing I want to ask you: some people, when you sit by them, they be breathing fast. They, you know, they're not really fat or anything, but you can hear that kind of heavy breathing sound. You get what I'm saying? What be causing that? Is it a serious problem or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're just coming from running and they're tired and they just, you know.
You look at the person structure.
Okay.
If the chest is big, they got a big chest, and they're breathing like that, you're thinking about emphysema. Emphysema, that lungs problem.
Lungs problem.
They got lungs problem. That means some part of the lungs is not, the lungs is like a balloon.
Yeah.
The air go in, it blow, then the air leave, it come back together. It blow, air leave, it come back together. If you see it like that, the person breathing, you are hyperventilating. It means the lung certain place there is not, the air not going through. You see? And why is it that? What is the reason? Because sometimes you have trauma, you hit your lung tissue, that particular place, you hit it, it collapse, or you have fluid around your lungs, it can't allow the balloon to completely fully swell up. So you have to try hard to breathe in. You got to go faster, because instead of you breathing like 16 to 20 around that time, you'll be breathing like 30, 35.
Wow.
So if you're breathing like 30, 35, your respiration is high because you need more air to support all part of the body.
Okay,
if you don't have more air to support all part of the body, then you're in trouble.
So that can be rectified, right?
Yeah, it can be rectified. I want to know what happened to, first of all know and look at your respiratory tree. We got to first of all know from here, are you congested, that you are not taking in too much? When somebody is congested, you got cold, and there's a blockage in one nostril, then you'll be depending on one nostril and the mouth to breathe. So that's one of the things you got to be looking at first.
Let me actually, I see most of the time I see people walking with low tube.
Yeah, they need that.
Yes. Something like or air, you know, the thing that pump this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be walking with that.
The oxygen concentration.
Oxygen, yeah. They go anywhere, they got it in the nose.
Yes.
Is that what?
COPD.
So they give that to them.
Anytime you see COPD patient, you will see that thing on it.
Yeah.
Because they can't go without that. They need that air. That is supposed to help them to get more air in. Okay. They can't breathe by themselves.
Yeah, during the summertime, you see them plenty. Right?
Oh, yes.
People doing the
COPD patient, you will always, because when it is hot, they allow you to stay home, stay in the house. If you come outside, it's humid, the air outside is hot. You can't take in hot air. COPD patient cannot take in hot air. Okay,
to the audience, if you have any questions concerning what we're discussing, I know we're discussing the
thyroid, hyperthyroidism.
So if you know anybody or you have any question for that, you can call in. The number again is up there. The email address is lrtn1@gmail.com, and you can advertise with us if you want. We're available all the time. And
you writing, you can put the PO box.
PO box, yeah.
21010.
I'm gonna put the PO box. I'm trying to put the PO box
21010. In that way,
I'm gonna try to
you can write us.
And you can also send out donations to us. We accept donations. You know, whatever you got. It don't have to necessarily be money, but anything you can help us to keep this platform moving. You can help us to do that. So you will be hearing little kids to the back because we got daycare over here. So you'll be hearing the kids to the back playing. So just don't listen to the kids. Listen to what we're discussing and take that serious. So let's take a little break and let's see if we can get in touch with Dr. Cooper again to bring it on. And we will be right back.
C12 on the beat.
All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. I say I jump over it. Now how you deep with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. Now how you deep with me, I jump over it. They will see it. I say they will, yeah, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go here with you, and when I feel it will hurt. When I need it will ju. Yes, sir. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you was born to win, yeah. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. I say I jump over it. Now how you did with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. Now how you did with me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. They can do what they do, and they can talk all they talk. They can do what they do. Hey, turn the fire the person, Holy Ghost fire the person. Turn the fire the person. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you were born to win, yeah. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. They will see a koro with a big apple. They will see a koro with a small apple. They will see a koro with a big apple. They will see a koro with a small apple. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. Jehovah bless you, no man.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
We are back. And
we are back again on our platform. We were waiting for Dr. Rockefeller Cooper from Alabama. He will give us a call. We don't know he's.
I think he's probably sleeping because
the time we have time different. If it's 9 here, it is 8 there. 10 here, it is 9 there. So we don't know, but we give him a call. So we are discussing grave disease and other, early sign of different things that you do not even have to go to the hospital, or it is good to know these signs and symptoms so that you know that you can go to the hospital. Let me just give you some information on this thing here. You see, some people back home, when you are lack of certain vitamin, there are certain things you should know about. When you lack of the B vitamin, you walking in the sole of your feet can be hot. Even you can be standing, you can be lying down in your bed. But
I'm not cutting you off, Mr. P, but just to let everybody know that we don't have, there's no co-pay for this. There's no co-pay for this, so it's important that you call on here and talk to Mr. P, whatever questions you have, okay? So Mr. P can continue. So the number is on the screen. Now just put in your our PO box number. So if you want to donate or give anything, you can write us and send a check, a good check that we will love. You can send it directly over there, and we'll be able to receive it. And you can call us up also if you want to. All right, Mr. P.
So we're just talking about some vitamins. You see, when we eat food, we need to have some nutrient from the food that we eat, and the nutrient we get it has to help our body. Okay, let's go with some of the vitamins. We eat protein. We got that fish we eating. When you cut yourself, it will not take long time. The sore will heal. All right. Now, if you eating too much of carbohydrate, that means you eating too much of rice, plantain, cassava. You eating fufu every day fufu. You know you will be fatter, but you will be lacking tissue. The right thing to supply your tissue, blood will be lacking. So that means when you cut yourself a little bit harder to for that soul to heal. Sometimes back home we can say, oh, malnutrition, protein carry malnutrition. This is where it's coming from. You see, so you don't eat too much of rice, you don't eat too much of meat. You balance it. Then when you do it, you add the vegetable together. That vegetable will help you to go in the bathroom, because the reason it help you to go in the bathroom because it will not be absorbed into the bloodstream. All the pepsin, all the enzyme will be secreted. It will beat it down. It will break it down, and when it break it down for your blood to take it in, the rest that remain there, it cannot be taken into your bloodstream. It will go down into the large intestine. Then you will go into the toilet. Okay, that's why you eat those different leafy vegetables. All right. Now, when you eat, if you are not getting enough, you see, palm oil will give all vitamin A. You see that one when the woman is pregnant, we tell them say eat. When you eat potato green, cassava leaf, flour salt, but put palm oil in it. You put palm oil in it, it will help the baby growing inside her with the eye. So you see some children when they're born, the eye is shining. You see that woman was eating palm oil most of the time, so it helped them with the eyes. You see that? Okay. Now, when the woman born, you see coal in the eye, it means that woman coal in the baby eye. It means that woman was pregnant, but she had gonorrhea. So when she had gonorrhea, when she born the child, and you see coal in the child eye, that's trouble. You see?
Coal in the child eye?
Yes, coal in the child eye, that's a gonorrhea. It means that the woman had gonorrhea, can pass it on to the child.
But that can be taken care of, right?
You can treat it.
Okay.
You can treat it
that's
like
that. The most thing. That one, most of the time, that's what I be concerned about, because I'm concerned about having a sickness that can be treated. But if something that can't be treated, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, you can. But when it happens in Liberia now, they are Latin, you can be in trouble.
Yeah, I see. Dr. Cooper is trying to log in here. So let's take a quick break so we can come back with we can come out to Dr. Cooper. Okay?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
It's crowd up, boy, yeah.
I too happy you came my way. Soon on day break like your face I wanna see. I just wanna be loving you, like just how I wanna be. I will ride for you like Gange. No one wants you, you not pamble. I love you, don't touch it. Oh, got me singing like morning, oh, morning, baby. I just wanna sing morning, oh, morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, oh, morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Morning, oh, morning, baby. When you smile, the whole world freeze. Oh, da, da, da. When you pose, no need to say cheese. Oh, no, no. Your beauty, that newsletter and carry the cheese. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. No competition, you take it with ease. Put that, you know, put that on my heart, too. For nobody, wherever your spot, oh. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Morning, oh, morning, baby. Ellie with my one, I won't pour you in glass. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Fly salmon untouch you when you pass. You fun like a man and go out die. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You too metro, you not like fries. You my everyday new thing. Go for bed party in the daily, oh. Me I like good thing. Me I like good thing. Let people don't want you, oh. Morning, baby. I just wanna sing. Morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, baby. Morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Hold on. King Java, see you, papi, oh yeah. See, I see. It's crowd up, boy, yeah. I too happy you came my way. Oh, da, da, da. Soon on day break like your face I wanna see. I just wanna be loving you. Like just how I wanna be. I will ride for you like Gange. No one wants you, you're not pamble. I love you, don't tante. Oh, got me singing like morning, oh, morning, baby. I just wanna sing morning, baby. Got a song for you, yeah, yeah. Morning, baby. I'm in love with you. Morning, baby. When you smile, the whole world freeze. Oh, da, da, da. When you pose, no need to say cheese. Oh, no, no. Your beauty, that news, let them carry the cheese. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. No competition, you take it with ease. Put that, you know, put that on my heart, oh. But nobody, wherever your spot, oh. Morning, baby. Morning, baby. Morning, baby. Morning, baby. Ellie with my one, I won't pour you in glass. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Fly salmon untouch you when you pass. You fun like a man and go.
Good morning, we are back. We're trying to get Dr. Cooper. We were trying to get Dr. Cooper, but we'll bring him back on Friday. We'll be here Friday,
Yeah, on Friday.
10 o'clock. And we want you guys to share the video and put this in mind. We already fixed the schedule. Our schedule now going to be 10 o'clock every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. 10 o'clock.
Except we have emergency or
If
something.
we have emergency, then we will change it. But until then, our time here on this platform for education is going to be 10 o'clock every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, we want you to let the other people know, share the video, and let them know. We were just talking about giving you a variety of signs or things that you're supposed to check yourself when you, even when you hear you check yourself. Just know something about your body. How you check yourself. If you are a girl, a woman, you know, and you want to check yourself or something like that, you know, when you go to take your bath, first of all, you know, it will be a certain time that they will ask you to go and do what we call mammogram. But before you get to that point, you try to check yourself. When you're taking your bath with lukewarm water, okay, you know that you finish taking your bath, you finish rubbing on soap, and then you wash the soap, or it means that your body is hot enough. So check the breast. You got to lift your left arm up. You lift your left arm up, and you take your right hand and put it over your breast and check it, and then press it down, and go around, and press it down. If you feel any small mass like a peanut or something like that, that should be alarming. You go straight to the hospital first and say, I was checking my breast when I was bathing. I felt this small mass right here. It's a small mass, small pink, like a rock. I fed it right here. Then you can do the same thing with the right breast, but you put your hand up first so that the tissue will come down, and you check it out. That's how you're supposed to check those things there as a girl when you're taking your bath. A woman, you checking your breast the same more way. Woman, girl, woman, and I don't care what. You can be in that age as long as the breast is shooting and you are over the age at the particular time the menstruation is coming. You know that you are up there. You are in the childbearing age. All women in the childbearing age, you learn to check your breast by putting your hand up left and right, and then press against it little by little, and make sure that you don't feed any mass or anything hard in it there. If you feed it, go to the hospital and inform your doctor about it. The same thing happening to men. You taking your bath, what you do when you feeling, you know that you got all the water on you, you feeling taking your bath, your whole body is warm. Then you put your hand under your scrotum.
The balls.
Yeah, you put your hand under your scrotum and feel. First of all, what you want to do, you want to determine that you got two scrotum, you got two testicles. Okay, the seed that in it is that those two testicles. Some people do not know they got one.
They got one.
You see, yeah, some people got one because they call that undescending testicle. It can stay inside. Some people got one. So it's better when you are a boy, young boy, coming out, or even the young boy. That's why when the child go to the hospital, the doctor will put them on the table, and then the checking, examining that little boy, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they will want to make sure that he got two testicles in the scrotum. So you check that out from time to time. Okay, let's say we determine that you got two testicles. Fine, good. But when time to time you're taking your bath, check it out. Those two testicles should be soft. It should not be hard. When you feel it is hard, you got a problem. Go to the hospital and check it out. You see, that one way to check these things to determine
But you will feel
early.
pain, right? If it's hard, you not feel pain?
You will not feel pain.
Oh, yeah?
You will not feel pain. You check that out from time to time. If it is hard, you say no. One will be hard. Both of them will not be hard the same way. If both of them hard the same way, then it means that you got a real good problem. You see, but one should be harder, the other one be soft. Then you will know, you will determine that, yeah, this one is hard, this one soft. So you go to the hospital and check it out. That's how we check some of these things here early and early. When you see your friend drinking too much water, when you see your friend going to pee too much, it doesn't mean that he got diabetes, but also check what age that he want to go in the bathroom fast. That means if he got prostate problem. He got prostate problem, he will go in the bathroom fast. He got diabetes, he will go in the bathroom fast. But think at what time somebody who got prostate problem go into the bathroom fast. Think this person is 40 to 50 years old. When you see that person is that, then you will be thinking about he got prostate problem. Okay, so also things like that. The person going in the bathroom fast to pee, but is he coming to drink? Somebody who got diabetes, they will go in the bathroom fast to pee, but when they come back, they will want drink. Somebody who got prostate problem, he will go back in the bathroom to pee fast, but he will not empty his bladder. That's why he's going fast. But when he come back, he will not want to drink. You see the two different things there? Two persons going to the bathroom fast, but one is drinking fast when he come back. The other person come, he will not drink, but he will want to go again. Why? Because he didn't empty the bladder correct. That prostate problem. So you must think about that person got problem. The person want to drink. At the same time, he pee fast. He take that diabetes business. You see? So you must check on those things. It's the simple thing that you just wash every day. Just wash that every day. Now you see you see your friend. Most of the time, you see he got a sore corner. Most of the time they say this person, that this person got sore corner. Sore corner, you see, at the corner of the mouth is split. That is covered, we call that. Lack of vitamin C. If you eating things, there are no vitamin C in it, you see all the corner of your mouth will be splitting like that. It's not right. So you learn to eat, you drink orange juice and other things like that. Vitamin C. You see somebody walking inside their soul, it burning them, it hot, it burning them. Vitamin B1 deficiency. So these things you got to always check on it little by little, little by little, little by little. Okay. You see somebody say, oh, my big toe. Okay. Go and drink.
So I think we're running out of time, Mr. P. So we
Yeah,
gotta
so,
go. So
that's what you got to do. We just giving you some little hint to what to check. You know, many people do not let it go to the hospital. They when they listen to this, oh, I will check. I will not go nowhere.
yeah.
Okay, it's good to check.
Especially for
You
Liberian
know,
men.
it's
They don't-
good to check. So
Yeah.
those are the things that you should be watching when you're looking at yourself, when you're taking your bath and other things like that. Okay, but for right now, we will close off for today.
Yeah.
And we'll come back on Friday. We'll close up for today. We'll come back on Friday, 10 o'clock. We'll come back on Friday, 10 o'clock. We are not coming here 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay?
Friday.
And my co-host will be here with us on Friday, God willing, and that will be Rockefeller Cooper, who is in Alabama. He's stationed in Alabama. So he will be here with us. For today, we want you guys to take care and then just listen to this. And we will air this this program again today or maybe tomorrow. We'll air it out tomorrow also. Sooner or later, we will be also broadcasting. We'll be live also in Monrovia, Liberia.
In Liberia,
Sooner
yeah.
or later, that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah, we'll be in Liberia very soon. We got the team getting ready, so you will see the doctors on here most of the time, and we want to do it where we can have people go to the hospital, or we can have people in neighborhood and places where somebody's sick, and probably they never went to the hospital or they turned it down, and we can be able to call, and they can talk to the doctor, and we can tell them exactly what's going on. So we're working on modality. So very soon, you'll get up one morning and you'll find us in Monrovia, or directly, or
Sometimes you'll see her will be in Phoebe, will be live in Phoebe. You will see her will be live in JFK in the hospital, or will be live in Redemption Hospital, ELW Hospital. You will see all in
all over. In Banga, Chapeta,
so
everywhere.
This is what we'll be broadcasting from time to time.
Yeah,
so
that's what we
wanna
need.
do.
That's why we need you guys support. We need the support. You guys need to help us out. So because we're gonna have people working for us, so we can have these people working and we can pay them, you know, give them something to be able to compensate them. So the address is up there. That's our address. You can send a check to that address. A check will be referable to that address, and we have the telephone number there. If you want to call us, you can also call us. So we want to say thanks for watching. We have a wonderful day. Just keep supporting us. Keep coming on. It's not all about politics.
You see, you can support us. Whatsoever you send to us here, it will be tax deductible. We are non for profit. We are legit. We are not just something or talking. No. We are legit. So you say, $10 you want tax deductible. Time come, you ask us for your EIN number. We'll give you our EIN number. Yeah. So when you declare to IRS, you put that number that you gave $10 to us.
Yeah.
You can get it right back.
You can get it right back.
See, we are non-for-profit and we got those documents. So it is not anything hard for any of you to say, oh, we can't do this. This is what we're doing. We are not just there on the other side. So take care. We will see you on Friday, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you support us. And we appreciate the fact that you was on today, okay? Thank you so much.
She got a vibe, you already know